Okay, I just got done watching Manchester United travel to Anfield, and they got whooped 7-0. In other words, Liverpool scored a touchdown and kicked the extra point. I mean, you had Gakpo, Nunez, Salah, all getting 2 goals each one getting a brace. And then to add insult to injury, Firmino comes on and scores seventh goal. He's leaving at the end of the season. This game was an absolute disaster for Manchester United. It was everything that Liverpool's had a horrible, horrible year. There's no question. By their standards, based on what everybody expects from Liverpool, they've had a horrible season. And we've heard that Liverpool going to Anfield is a different kettle of fish. Okay, it's hard. Manchester United. Let's just face it. They got their season pretty much started playing at home at Old Trafford when they beat Liverpool earlier in the year. So I think it was like the third game of the season after they lost the previous two. Well, is this going to kick Liverpool seasons on to where they can make it to the Champions League? Because that's all they're really playing for. They're not going to catch Arsenal. They're not going to catch Manchester City. They may catch Manchester United, but I doubt it. Let me just look at it from a Liverpool's perspective. Look, you're going to be out of the Champions League, okay? You're not going to come back at Bernabeu against Real Madrid. What happened to Real Madrid at Anfield on the Champions League night, that was an exception, not the rule. Going to Anfield, like I said, is a different kettle of fish. What I saw right here today is, now usually you don't get beat 7-0, but what you see right here is normally what happens. And Arsenal, my team that I support, they're going to have to go to Anfield and play. And while I don't think they're going to lose 7-0, a loss there is I don't want to say it's likely or anything like that, but it's a possibility because it's a different animal playing at Anfield. But look, from a Liverpool standpoint, they need to kick on. They need to catch Tottenham, which is doable, get into the fourth position, and qualify for the Champions League. Okay, that's what they're playing for. Manchester United, from their standpoint, they said they were in for the quadruple. They were never in for the quadruple. Okay, yes, they won the League Cup, and yes, they could win the FA Cup, and yes, I think they can win the Europa League. They were in for a treble. Okay, they were never in for the quadruple. They were never going to catch Arsenal. Okay, they're going to look at this, and from my perspective, as look, forget about it. It happened. Okay, it happened. Forget about it. Take the tape, toss it away. What Eric Ten Hag has done with Manchester United. Look, I've done videos where I've said that Manchester United fans are delusional. You're not delusional anymore. Okay, this again is an exception, not the rule. I think Manchester United with Eric Ten Hag are going to be a factor in winning the league for the years to come. Okay, they are going to need to buy some players. They are going to need to develop the players that they have. Okay, but all good things must come to an end. They have been on an amazing run since the World Cup. Marcus Rashford has been scoring goals for fun. Okay, it was going to end. It was never going to last forever. Okay, but from a Manchester United perspective, you need to put your chin up. You need to look at it for what it is. It was a loss. Okay, a bad loss, a hard loss to take, but it was a loss to Liverpool at Anfield. Okay, it happens. It happened last year. You got beat 4-0 last year. Forget about it. Okay. Concentrate on what you can take care of. Solidify yourself in fourth position, okay? So in third position, I'm sorry. You're probably not going to catch Manchester City. You're definitely not going to catch Arsenal. You're 14 points behind Arsenal with a game in hand. So that's pretty much 11 points. Forget about Arsenal, okay? Forget about Manchester City for that matter. Solidify yourself in third position. Qualify for the Champions League because that's what you can control, okay? You can win the FA Cup. That's something you can also control. You are good enough to win the Europa League. That's something you can also control, okay? But you are in for a treble. You are not in for a quadruple. From a Liverpool standpoint, you need to get to fourth place. Right now, you need to look at what you did against Manchester United, the third best team in the league right now. You need to continue to do that. You need to work your tails off, bust your tail. Look, this was a masterclass by Liverpool, especially in the second half. Now, you can sit there and say that Manchester United quit in the second half, and they probably did. Okay, after the second goal, after the third goal, they came right within. They hit them right with 3-0. You aren't going to come back from that. But what you need to do is look at it from a perspective of, it happens. Okay, but look, Manchester United, again, keep your chin up. But Liverpool, you need to build on this. You need to continue to build on this. You need to move forward with this. You need to take this and use this as a launching point, even this far into the season, and get yourself. That's what you're playing for. You are playing for a fourth position in the league. If you can get fourth position and get Champions League, then this season will even though it will probably be considered a failure, not as big a failure as it could have been. But those are my thoughts. Look, Liverpool have dominated Manchester United. They beat them 7-0. Game over. It's what happens. Okay, I know a lot of people who are Manchester United fans who are going to be very disappointed. My recommendation for them: put this to the side, forget about it. From Liverpool, use this as a platform to move forward and get that fourth position. Now, don't do it against Arsenal. Okay, I'm not giving you permission to do that, but use this and push it forward. A great night for Liverpool, a great night for Jurgen Klopp, a great night for Salah, Nunez, and Gapco, and Firmino for that matter. 7-0, Liverpool beats Manchester United. Wow.